Not one, but two major divine interventions are going to take place in your life when it comes to October 2024, my gorgeous Pisces. Do you know what does it mean when we have not one but two major divine interventions in our life in the same months? You know what does that mean? It means that by the end of October 2024, my gorgeous Pisces, whether you know this or not right now, whether you believe this or not right now, the whole new adventure is about to begin, okay? And this in itself is like gonna be a big major turning point in your life. You have got number 04, which means that you are finally gonna snap out of something that has been holding you back for a while now, my gorgeous Pisces. But it also means that you are going to have one message, and that particular message is going to change your life. This message that I'm talking about, it's going to make you aware of this life-changing opportunity. But before I get to that, my gorgeous Pisces, before I get to that aspect, I'm going to say to you how this month is going to unfold, okay? So, within the first 7 days of October, the first 7 days of October are gonna be absolutely crucial when it comes to you needing to follow your heart, follow your intuition. There is something going to be on your mind like 24/7. In fact, from the moment in time you wake up on the 1st of October, on the 2nd of October, on the 3rd of October, on the 4th of October, every single day when you wake up, there is something really specific going to be on your mind. This problem, this issue, and something that you find very, very difficult. You need to understand that this is all part of this progress, all part of this process, which is preparing you for this moment you are going to have within the first 7 days of October. And that's why I'm saying that you need to follow your intuition. You need to follow your heart, because you will be thinking about this particular problem, this particular issue which is on your mind and which has been on your mind for a while. It's to do with this very difficult problem that has become quite like a bit of a burden lately. Maybe you did not even realize and understand what a burden this has become, because this is something that has contributing to your life negatively in such a way where you've almost lost yourself a little bit. When I say when you almost lost yourself a little bit, it's just like kind of when we start losing ourselves, we start kind of losing, you know, the importance of our own passion. We don't see our passion as important, and we are not even realizing this. So this is how much this is actually messing up with our own energy. What am I trying to say here, my gorgeous Pisces? That within the first 7 days, you know, you will have that problem, this issue on your mind. And within the first 7 days, you're also going to realize that this problem has become a little bit bigger to you. And this is important because you're getting closer and closer to your own essence, which means that within the first 7 days, all this you kind of thinking about this problem, this is not a bad thing. This is not something negative. This is not like, oh, downer, oh, dark lala, oh, sadness. No, baby, no. We need to reflect on these things. Otherwise, we are never going to come to the bottom of things. Be grateful. You need to see this as a blessing. Just remember, I told you that divine intervention is going to take place in your life twice this October, which means only one thing, that the whole new adventure, it's about to begin. And you may not even know what what am I talking right now? What am I talking about? But by the end of October, I think that things are most certainly going to be rather crystal clear to you, my gorgeous Piscelini. So within the first 7 days, you will be thinking about this problem, this difficult issue, and all this is like needed from you to follow your intuition, to follow your heart, because within the first 7 days, you are going to realize that there is a really something brave, something big you're gonna need to do. Like some kind of a bold move. I'm not being funny, but if this was going on like about only a week ago, only a week earlier, you would be like, no baby, no, you would be running on miles in an opposite direction. And I just want you to understand what this incredible energy it's actually going to do to you here. Absolutely brilliant indeed. So you are within the first 7 days of October going to realize that you had enough of this problem whatsoever, and you're gonna kind of find yourself within this frame of mind you've never been before. And that's the energy I'm talking about, baby. That's the energy I'm talking about. I love you when I see you like this, my gorgeous Piscelini. I love you so much. So you're gonna realize that you need to make this brave step, this really brave move, something that you find really bold. You're gonna surprise yourself how adamant you're gonna feel for the first time ever when it comes to this particular problem, when it comes to this particular issue here, this particular burden, and then boom, something is going to happen. The moment in time you make the first move, this bold move, when it comes to this problem, you're really gonna surprise yourself how adamant you're gonna feel. Something big, it's gonna happen, something major, it's gonna happen, my gorgeous Piscelini, and you are gonna boom, 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 in between the 7th and the 11th, in between the 7th and the 10th of October, in between the 7th and the 10th of October, you are going to realize that there are few different possibilities for you now that you didn't even know they were there. So not only you're gonna resolve this problem, not only you're gonna resolve this issue because you're gonna make an extremely smart move here, extremely wise move. Not only you're gonna sort this problem out, but at the same time, in between the 7th and the 10th of October, you're gonna realize some incredible possibilities that you can do, that you're not gonna be able to stop thinking about whatsoever. This is when, you know, this adventure already, it's about to begin. Just remember the divine intervention is going to take place within the first 7 days of October, and this is exactly what is going to be direct result of that. Not only this problem, it's gonna come to an end because you're gonna do the right thing, but at the same time you're gonna give a chance to your spirit, to your soul to evolve. So naturally you are gonna realize this mind-blowing, incredible, life-changing possibilities in between the 7th and the 10th of October 2024. My gorgeous Pisces, welcome back, because this is exactly how you're gonna feel, like the whole new stage, the whole new life, it's about to begin. Absolutely brilliant indeed. The next important date, my gorgeous Piscelini, it's going to be on the 11th of October. On the 11th of October, wow. I don't even know what to say. On the 11th of October, you are definitely already going to have a very important, indication that this is going to be very successful for you, this particular problem that you decided to make a bold move about. This particular problem in between the 1st and the 7th of October, by the time you get to the 11th of October, you are going to have an important message, an important news, an important information, and here you are going to have a huge confirmation that there's some kind of a challenge has finally come to an end. This in itself, it's going to be such a big moment for you of your own victory, my gorgeous Pisces, because for the first time ever, you're gonna feel such a beautiful and such a light and such a gorgeous energy around you. And for the first time ever, you're gonna perk up so nicely. And pay attention how you're gonna feel in between the 11th and the 15th of October. There are gonna be all sorts of ideas you are going to have. There are gonna be all sorts of realizations you are going to have. You will feel so much how you want to reconnect with a certain people in your life you haven't seen in absolute ages, but you're also gonna start to feel like you want to connect with more, with like a like-minded souls as well. This is also gonna be an incredible time when you're gonna become so spiritual again. I'm not saying that you weren't spiritual, but then again, you know, there are certain things you will feel like you want to explore in terms of your own spirituality, and that doesn't surprise me because it's happening right now at such a sacred stage of your life. So it's need for you to kind of evolve as much as you possibly can. My God, anything that comes to us in terms of spirituality, you know, like ideas, realization, you know, this is always a good sign that something bad and negative has come to an end. You know why? Because something has been draining you, that problem has been draining you, and it almost started to affect your relationship with your own self, like when it comes to your own spirituality, but also when it comes to your relationships with people, which is always a good sign indeed. By the time you get to the 15th of October, my gorgeous Pisces, okay, there's no other way of saying this, but this is life, hey? You know, on the 15th of October, yes, you are going to feel more, someone is really kind of going to disappoint you a little bit, okay? Someone is going to disappoint you a little bit, but at least you will know where exactly you're standing with the one specific person. One specific person you're going to be kind of disappointed about, because you know somebody's mask is going to fall and you're going to realize that this one particular person is not someone who they claim that they are. In fact, somebody who's very naughty, somebody who's maybe lying a little bit, somebody who's having like all sorts of hidden agendas. But then you're going to find out that that person has done something to somebody else, and you're not going to like this whatsoever. You're not going to like this whatsoever. But I do not like this person, and I do not want you to waste your energy on this person whatsoever. And you're going to realize that, you know, it's best for you to kind of avoid this type of person, and it's the best for you to avoid this type of people, because this particular person, somebody who is in your life, has been draining your energy quite a lot lately. And now this is going to become obvious why as well, because you felt something about this person for a while, but only now you're going to be able to prove this point. You know, but you don't need to like kind of prove anything to this person. You don't need to discuss anything to this person. All you need to do is just accept like that you're gonna need to kind of move on from this type of a person, and you're gonna learn a really great lesson, like for example which type of a people in the future to kind of avoid. Okay, and believe me or not, this is also a part of you changing, part of you transforming, my gorgeous Pisces. So again, you know, there are hidden blessings in this, you know. And I'm not trying to be a downer and say, oh God, someone is going to disappoint you. But then again, at the same time, if certain people are kind of bad for our energy, you know, then it's not really good, you know, and we do have to make sure that we spend time around those people who have a really good and positive impact on us. And that's why it's the best always to like kind of focus on your spirituality and things that mean to you so much, so you reconnect with these people and you learn from each other and you grow in all sorts of ways. And from this, with this type of people, then you just kind of, your own process of evolvement is like kind of slowed down. So you need to be strong, and you need to go forward in life here. And you're gonna do that. The next date, my gorgeous Piscelini, it's gonna be on the 17th of October. Okay, on the 17th of October. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm getting so excited about. So the second divine intervention, which is going to take place, it's going to happen on the 17th of October 2024. Just remember, baby, just remember, within the first 7 days, you already had this divine intervention, which is going to take place on this, and it's number 7. Interesting, isn't it? And then on the 17th of October, this is when this divine intervention is going to take place, and you are going to have this amazing opportunity. Now we are talking, baby. Now we are talking. So remember when I said within the first 7 days, you're going to notice these few different possibilities, which are literally going to be life-changing for you instantly. I mean, just within the first 7 days, this is going to be enough, you know, for you. This is going to be enough to start kind of healing process in your life in general. You're going to notice so much more energy, trust me. And I told you that you're going to become aware of these important possibilities, okay? But by the time you get to the 17th of October 2024, this is when you are going to have this big, massive, giant opportunity. Divine intervention, it's about to take place, baby. This is going to surprise you. This opportunity is going to surprise you, especially the way you become aware of it. Especially the way you're going to become aware of this opportunity, my gorgeous Piscelini. It's going to happen in a really strange and a really bizarre way. And you're going to become aware of this opportunity at the moment in time when you least expected. You're not even going to be doing that. You're not even going to be thinking about it. And in fact, you're going to be doing something completely different. Absolutely brilliant. So on the 17th of October, you are going to have this amazing opportunity. And this is exactly what you need to put as a priority number 1 at this stage of your life. Because there is something else you're going to be dealing with. At the time, you will be juggling with few different things, but I need you to be strong. I need you to recenter, and I need you to ground yourself, and I need you to understand that sometimes in this life, even when we are dealing with all sorts of things, we still kind of need to be as open-minded as we can. And sometimes also we can feel like not really great, but we must not avoid certain opportunities. We can feel all sorts of things. We can feel like in a certain way inside, we are not feel, you may feel down or not well or not okay or too many things to do. But sometimes you just need to use this energy into your own advantage and see how incredible you can actually be when you're even under more pressure. I know it sounds really crazy, but when we are under the pressure, there are very beautiful things that are sometimes revealed. And we find out specific things about ourselves we would never find out otherwise. So that's why it's important to keep going. So when you become aware of this opportunity, just go for it. You need to put this as a priority number 1 at this stage of your life, my gorgeous Piscelini. You need to put this as a priority number 1. You need to focus on it, and you are gonna realize that, when it comes to that opportunity, you're gonna realize that there is something really specific you're gonna need to do when it comes to that opportunity. And for example, what do you need to do now? You're gonna realize there is something really specific you're gonna need to do, but that opportunity in itself is going to require from you to make an important decision as well. That opportunity in itself, it's also going to lead towards you making an important opportunity, an important decision. Okay? So this is going to be absolutely brilliant, because in order for you to take this opportunity on, of course you're going to need to make an important decision, because something else, you know, is slowly but surely coming to an end, something that has come to an end a long time ago. So this is the beginning of a whole new stage, and that's why you're going to feel that you need to make an important decision. Whatever this decision is going to be based on this opportunity, it's going to be the right decision, because you're healing and you're ascending on the next level of your spiritual journey. Whatever you're doing here, you're doing the right thing. It's like a promotion of your whole life. Literally. The next important date, my gorgeous Pisces, it's going to be on the 19th of October. Right, on the 19th of October, oh my God, I feel sorry for this person. And there is one particular person in your life, you know. I know this sounds horrible, I feel sorry for this person, but somebody's having so many problems. There is one particular person in your life, you know, I'm not being funny, but it's like, it's one particular person who's becoming very sad and very negative and maybe like a little bit depressed, you know, and it's to do with this person who's persistently worrying and persistently worrying and persistently worrying, you know, and this is to do with somebody gorgeous, somebody who's in your life. You know, somebody who has been all their life so good to other people. And this is a really beautiful soul. This is a really beautiful spirit. But that particular person is going through something very, very difficult at the moment. And you are going to find out about this. Because there is something gonna like really kind of surprise you about that person. That person is gonna kind of get in touch with you and say something unusual. It's going to act in an unusual way. Or maybe that person is not going to get in touch with you. Maybe you're just going to realize that there is something not right with this person based on what this person is doing and what this person has been doing for a while. There is something you're going to hear and you're going to worry a little bit. Bless your heart. This is why I love you. You really put so often people in your life like as a number one. All this is going to get back to you. And I love you for that. Even when you are yourself going through all sorts of problems and all sorts of issues yourself, you know, you still have so much energy, you know, to kind of give to other people. And I love you genuinely, because you don't even realize you're doing this, my gorgeous Pisces. You're not like some other signs or maybe some other people who would be like, oh no, I don't want to help or something like that. You just naturally start drifting towards helping someone. And in a karmic world, in a spirit world, my God, there are mind-blowing, life-changing rewards that we have that comes to us, you know, in such a short period of time. After we elevate somebody so much, after you elevate somebody so much, you know, you are going to be elevated yourself. Trust me. So I can see you talking to this person, and I can see you like you having an important conversation with this person, and this person is going to tell you something, and it's really kind of going to shock you a little bit, something. But that person is fine. It's just something what that person is going through. Maybe you're going to feel shocked that that person never told you this before, but then that person is going to tell you that they didn't want you to worry, and this is why they didn't tell you anything. But the bottom line is that, you know, you are going to have a crucial information for this person. You're both going to feel better. You're both going to feel so good, my gorgeous Pisces lineage. You know what I mean? Because you're going to feel good because you went forward to talk to this person and to see what's the problem, and you're going to have a resolution to this problem as well. That's another thing. But you know, you're going to feel good, and that person is going to feel good as well. That person is going to feel much better. You know what I see here? That you are going to get strength and energy and confidence through that in general, and that person is going to get strength, energy and confidence through that as well. So it's going to be as beneficial for both of you. But in your case, especially in your case, you are going to realize even more the importance of everything in your life through this person, the importance of everything that's happened to you so far this month. And most importantly, you're gonna realize even more the importance of that mind-blowing opportunity you've had on the 17th of October. And you know, you are also gonna have like additional ideas now when it comes to that opportunity. So you see how incredible this is actually gonna work out to be. Amazing. Sorry. The next important date, my gorgeous Piscelini, it's going to sorry, it's gonna be on the 20th of October. On the 20th of October, you know, this is going to be so beautiful because you are going to have such a nice surprise on this particular day. Something it's really going to surprise you. And this in itself, it's to do with this maybe kind of a little problem. It's all going to start with you having this information that this little problem, it's kind of going to come to an end. And it's slowly but surely coming to an end. And this is what's going to put you straight away in a good mood when it comes to this problem that is slowly but surely going to come to an end. And this problem was affecting maybe your finances, your financial situation, maybe your financial security just a little bit. And that problem was also affecting your stability and structure as well a little bit. So you are going to feel happy because the little problem, some kind of a problem, it's slowly but surely going to start coming to an end. But you're also going to have this creative surprise. This creative surprise that you're going to have by the end of the day on the 20th of October. Creative little surprise. And this is this surprise that I'm talking about. Sorry, it's something that you feel really creative about. Something that you feel really ambitious about, and it's also something that it's going to make your life so much more stable, and on another hand, it's going to protect you. So there is so much that it's actually going to come out of this little creative surprise you're going to have on the 20th of October by the end of the day. The next important date, it's going to be on the 23rd of October. Oh my God, like my gorgeous Piscelini, I don't even know what to say anymore. It's good. It's good. On the I mean, I know I'm saying like a certain things that are not that positive, but then it's all leading towards something really crazy here. On the 23rd of October, honestly, I'm not even being funny, but you are literally gonna feel so happy because you know you will really have a reason to party. Do you know why? Because you are going to have such a positive news on the 23rd of October, and this positive news you are going to have, it's like a really going to you're gonna come up, you know, it's not only about this positive news, but it's about you coming up with this conclusion. You are gonna come up with the conclusion that, you know, that there is something you're gonna need to compromise. There is something really specific you're gonna need to compromise, but you are gonna feel so happy to make this compromise. If you were meant to make this compromise just like about a month ago, you would be like, no baby, no. But now you're going to realize these changes within yourself. So first of all, you're going to have a positive news. Positive news, it's going to like kind of like really you're going to feel like you want to celebrate now, because that positive news, it's all going to be about you being able to make some kind of a compromise. And if you were talking about this compromise just like about a month ago, you would be like, no baby, no. So here it's important. This is important because you will notice within yourself that something is changing, and you're not going to be able to explain this. You know, this is the whole brand new adventurous you, my gorgeous Piscelini, coming out right now, and it's leading the way. It's leading the way. It's leading the way. I'm just telling you, you're going to get a positive news like on the 23rd of October, and this is going to make you feel so good because you will know that you are able to make some kind of a compromise based on that news. But if you had that news about that compromise compromise a month ago, you would be like running on miles in an opposite direction, honestly. So it's important to notice that you're changing, you're evolving, you're transforming here. And you are going to make this important compromise on the 23rd of October 2024. By the time you get to the 25th of October 2024, you are gonna be able to make, you are going to have this important negotiation, important negotiation, and a very, very successful negotiation, okay? And on the 25th of October, you're gonna realize, my God, if I never made this compromise on the 23rd of October in the first place, I would never ever get to this incredible, magical stage of my life where I'm gonna be having such a successful negotiation. Oh my God, this negotiation again, it's going to be life-changing. But that successful negotiation would never happen, my gorgeous Piscelini, in the first place if you did not make that compromise. And here you're gonna realize, oh my God, that's why you're gonna realize how psychic you actually are, how intuitive you are. You know, you're gonna, because on the 23rd of October, just remember, it's now you are happy. You were happy that you could make this compromise. And something was guiding you, something was guiding you. There was this feeling within, it's going to be okay, it's going to be good, do it. And on the 25th of October, when you have this successful negotiation, boom, it's all going to be obvious, like, oh my God, it's all going to be obvious. And you're going to realize, oh my God, I knew it, I'm doing the right thing, I knew it, I was guided, I felt something around me, I felt something guiding me. That's why I decided to make this step. That's why I decided to maybe take that risk and do that compromise, because otherwise I would never get to this stage of my life. And of course that this is indeed going to, this is the time where this is all kind of coming from this little psychic insight you are going to have. And so of course your third eye, your third eye is going to be open. You will be able to see truth for what it is, my gorgeous Piscelini. So you have to keep on following your intuition, because your intuition, boom, 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 is now suddenly going to make you aware of the fact that you need to prepare for something in such a way where there is something really specific you're gonna need to practice. Practice. Whatever this is, my gorgeous Piscelini, it is important for you to practice this from the 25th of October right until the end of the month, as much as you possibly can. Whoa. The next important date, my gorgeous Piscelini, it's gonna be on the 27th. On the 27th of October. On the 27th of October, something is really going to inspire you so much. So beautiful. Something is really going to inspire you so much. You're going to be by yourself, and at that moment in time when something inspires you so beautifully, you're going to be by yourself, and or you're either going to be within the nature, or either you were within the nature or in the nature somewhere right before that happened, or maybe you're just going to be looking at nature. Something is going to be triggered through nature. I know it sounds really crazy, but nature has got a very powerful impact on us and on our lives in terms of spirituality, because nature tends to have a power to remove all sorts of blockages that are within us. And these blockages very often are making things cloudy around us, so we can't really connect to ourselves on a level we should, and most importantly, we can't follow our dreams and vision as vividly, so this is why nature is so important. So somehow nature is going to play a really important role here. Maybe you're even going to be watching TV or something, and then you're going to kind of like see nature you know, and maybe this is going to make like an impact in your mind, and it's going to reflect on, you know, on your body and in your spirit in such a specific way, where this is going to be like an enlightening experience in itself. But somehow something with nature, it's going to trigger this within you, you know, this, you know, when you have this inspiration. So first of all, nature is going to trigger something within you, and then you will be by yourself, and then something is going to inspire you. Something is going to inspire you, my gorgeous Piscelini. And then at the same time, you know, you need to understand here that here also, this is a highly spiritual time here. You need to understand that here you're also kind of being guided. And whatever inspires you here is just so important for you to understand that happiness is your purpose in this life. Happiness is your purpose in this life, my gorgeous Piscelini. Whatever inspired you here, it's also clearly showing and indicating what's missing in your life. Be grateful. This is a blessing. This is a blessing in itself, because whatever is missing in your life here that you're going to realize is just so important for you to understand that through that you will realize so much about yourself, and so much what you want to do, and what you want to try, and what you want to explore. And it doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 20, you could be 99, 100, 110, 120. It doesn't really matter. We just keep going in this life. Age is just a number, literally, okay? So this is why this is going to be so important, my gorgeous Piscelini, because, you know, this is also going to empower you in such a way that, you know, where you're going to kind of start seeking more from life than what you're experiencing. So you are going to find yourself naturally this spiritual quest here, where you're going to choose to make big life changes, you know, and that in itself, it's important. You know why, really? It's not that you didn't realize this before. No, baby, no. But it's more about this delicate situation here, which is going to help you to tap into something really specific, especially when it comes to you having awakening moment, where you're going to realize, oh my God, you know, don't waste your time with things that are making you feel unhappy. Don't waste your energy with things that are making you feel unhappy anymore. This life is too precious. This life is too short. So the bottom line is you are going to have awakening moment when it comes to you really realizing here, listen, you know, now it's really time to realize that there is a massive change of priorities in my life going on. You will do what you need to do, and you will also protect your precious energy, my gorgeous Piscelini, indeed. The next important, 27th. The next important date, it's going to be the 29th of October, my gorgeous Piscelini. On the 29th of October, you know, this is what I want you to say. This is what you need to know on the 29th of October. Okay, you are going to have a moment where you are going to feel just a little bit negative here, because there is something on the outside you are going to hear, something that's nothing to do with your life. Okay, but I know that you're highly intuitive. I know that your level of perception is like out of this world. I say level of perception. I think that even most likely you're gonna be keep on hearing certain things that are gonna be so downing, so negative, you know, on the outside. Maybe you're gonna hear, you know, certain news, or I don't know what you're gonna hear, but this is nothing to do with your life. And you know, when I say your level of perception is so powerful, it means that you possess this ability, which can also work just a little bit against you sometimes. You're like a spiritual sponge, so you absorb a lot around you without even realizing. And that's why I say to you, it's so important to make sure that you are surrounded by the people who are really positive, you know, so you are positive, and you know what I mean. So, but it's the same, like when it comes to certain things being in the background, in your life, like maybe radio or television or an internet. So much negativity is going on, you know, lately. Negativity after negativity, and sadly people are getting used to it. But you need to protect your energy by, you need to understand that sometimes certain things can be in the background and you're not even, like a little radio in the background or a little television in the background, but you're not even realizing it's in the background. And you not even realizing this, it doesn't mean that your subconscious mind is not picking up on it. Okay, so here it's very important for you to make a significant edit and ignore and kind of try to establish what has made you to feel like a little bit negative, but because some kind of information from the outside is gonna really kind of surprise you. But then again, that particular information, you know, it's not something that you are going to hear on this particular day. Sorry, I know this may sound confusing. You probably heard this like at some point, you know, maybe this at the beginning of this month or at some point this month, but only on the 29th of October you will kind of, that's going to pop out. Maybe you're going to hear information literally on the radio or news, and then this is going to remind you of what you've heard like throughout this month. Something is going to make you worried, but you need to understand that this is another very powerful sign and very powerful insight for you to kind of protect your energy in the future. Same when it comes to the television and internet and all these things. I know I sound really corny, but try to kind of always like kind of have things on like animal programs or nature programs or something like that, something that can really kind of, even if it gets to the back of your mind, it's just going to be pleasant, it's going to be good for you, rather than something like this. So you must not kind of allow any outside influence to impact your life, you know, in a negative way. So the bottom line is that you need to ignore the outside noise. Okay, you need to ignore the outside noise. So when you are like a little bit negative on the 29th of October, you know, you just need to snap out of it. You just need to, this is going to be a sign that now it's time to like really, sorry. Now it's time to really protect your energy, my gorgeous Pisces. So this is why this is going to be so important indeed. But also, sorry, also when it comes to the actual, also when it comes to the 29th of October, you know that there is, you know, in terms of a herb or a plant, again, something is going to get your attention. I spoke to you about that before. You know, just go with this flow, because us as spiritual beings, we know energetically what exactly we should be doing, what we shouldn't be doing, what we should be taking, what we shouldn't be taking, what we should be eating, what we shouldn't be eating. You know, and you are going to come across some kind of a herb or a plant which is going to get your attention, baby. You're going to again come across some kind of a herb or some kind of a plant which is going to get your attention. And I can assure you that whatever this is, maybe it's going to be on an internet, maybe it's going to be on television, maybe it's going to be on the outside. Let's say you see this dandelion, and now you see dandelion all this time, and you see this dandelion, and now this, oh my God, it's so gorgeous and yellow, it's so bright yellow. I've never noticed such a bright yellow dandelion before. But you've seen dandelion all the time, all your life, for example, my gorgeous Pisces. So it's somehow this herb or a plant, it's really going to be highlighted for you. And I can assure you that when you check the like kind of ailments, what ailments is good for that herb or a plant, you will see it's going to be amazingly good for something that you suffer from, my gorgeous Pisces. So this is your sign that you need to consume this plant. Our bodies know the best what we need. Trust me. You know, sometimes you see certain supplements or certain food and you just know, you just feel like, oh, lemon, I feel like a lemon. You know, maybe your body just lacks in vitamin C so badly that you want lemon so badly. Maybe sometimes you feel like, you know, oh, I want to eat garlic. This is because your body needs natural antibiotic, for example. So that's why I'm trying to say to you, just make the most of it on spiritual journey, because this is part of who we are. And this is a big big part of what we should be doing. And the more we do things like this, my gorgeous Pisces, the more we activate our third psychic eye, and the more we understand about this life. You know, there are so many things we need to unlearn and learn again. You know, this is an important stage of your journey. The next important date, my gorgeous Pisces, it's going to be on the 30th of October. On the 30th of October, it's this person here who is really going to have going to tell you such an interesting advice. And it's to do with something you don't even like to talk about. You know, it's to do with something that as soon as it's mentioned, you're like defensive about, because there was some kind of a negative change in circumstances you've had within the last couple of years, to be honest with you. There was some kind of a negative change in circumstances, my gorgeous Pisces, you've had within the last couple of years, and then, you know, this affected you. This affected you, and it slowed down quite a lot in your life. There is this amazing person here. I really like this person, somebody ridiculously wise, smart and clever, and also quite spiritual as well in their own way. That person is going to give you an amazing advice when it comes to still some kind of a problem not being resolved. And I'm telling you, it's to do with some kind of a negative change in circumstances you've had within the last couple of years. And now the way this person is going to tell you this, you know, first of all, you're not going to like talking about it, but then again, it's somebody who's very close to you, somebody who really understands you, and you understand this person. So this person is not going to care whether you want to talk about it or not, bless their heart, because they know that they've got an amazing advice. And then when you hear this advice, you know, you're really going to be surprised and like, wow, where did you come up with, you know, how did you come up with that? But you know that this person is really wise. You will instantly know that this is something smart and wise for you to do, my gorgeous Pisces. And not only that, but you're also going to become so passionate about resolving some kind of situation from the past. There is something you're going to need to do. There is a certain step you're going to need to make. You know, just 5 minutes before that, you didn't even like talking about it, and now suddenly you're going to become so passionate. Absolutely brilliant. It is all part of this incredible process, my gorgeous Pisces, and I'm talking about. And also, the 31st of October, it's going to be a very, very interesting day. Okay, now the 31st of October, it's going to be such an interesting day, my gorgeous Pisces. Now, honestly, like, oh my God, a cycle that has completed itself is ready to regenerate, my gorgeous Pisces. So this is to do with a profound change in your life, which is about to take place the moment in time you least expected. There is an idea you are going to have. Something very strange is going to happen to you on the 31st of October. Very unusual, very strange experience. Out of this world. The way I can explain this experience to you, on one hand, you will know that you are like being guided by somebody. You will know something or somebody is around you. You will know that you're being watched over. You will know that maybe there is some kind of spirit around you that used to be in your life. Maybe you're going to smell a certain perfume that person used to wear. Maybe you're going to smell a certain food that person used to cook, my gorgeous Pisces. Maybe that person used to smoke and you're going to smell tobacco. The way things are going to happen on the 31st of October, at some point you will know that there's some kind of spirit is around you. You will know. You know, and whether you know this spirit or not, you will still know that there's some kind of spirit is around you. And what am I trying to say here? This is the time where you're really going to realize that a cycle, you know, has completed itself and it's ready to regenerate. Profound change is about to happen. How? Because at around the time when you do feel that spirit around you, or something unusual is going to happen. Maybe you're not even going to feel any spirit, but maybe something is going to fall over, or something is just going to float in the air like that. Something is just going to start floating like this in the air. Look, no, honestly, seriously, no, but maybe something unusual is going going to happen. I know this sounds mental, but at that time, you are going to have some kind of idea, some kind of amazing idea, okay, but it's somehow based on the way your life used to be a long time ago. Somehow this idea came from your memories and absolutely ages ago, and subconsciously, slowly but surely, working its way up, because now it's time to take this on. Okay, so this idea that you're going to have, it's somehow based on like your life from a long time ago, and it's based on a really happy memories in your life, like the happiest memories ever. This is gonna be deep. This is gonna be so big. And you know what you're not gonna know about this idea? The moment in time you have this amazing idea on the 31st of October, the moment in time you have this amazing idea, that moment in time, that idea is already going to start manifesting itself. This is what you need to know. This is what you need to understand. So it's not just like, oh yeah, having this idea, it's going to take ages. No, baby, no. The moment in time you have this idea, the moment in time this idea, it's already manifesting itself. It's going to be imminent because it's to do with your destiny. It's to do with who you are. All your life you have been prepared for this moment in time. Trust me. So now, my gorgeous Piscelini, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are in relationships. Okay, what is going to happen to those of you in relationships, my gorgeous Piscelini? Let's see. Let's see. Oh my God, surprise, surprise. Look at this. Those of you who are in relationships, do you know what? I'm not being funny. This is the months of memories, realizations, and things like that. Because those of you in relationships, you know, something is going to trigger something within both of you. An old friend, you know, maybe somebody who you haven't seen in a long time, maybe a family member. You know, but there is some kind of experience you are both going to have with that person. And there is something that you're both going to go through with that person. And there is something really specific you're going to tap into. And both of you are going to realize how much you want to kind of like change certain aspects of your life. And it's also like you're going to realize that, you know, there is something so... You're going to be so inspired, basically, that you will feel like you want to change your life. You know, you will feel like that, you know, you will realize now it's time to do what you both wanted to do for so long. But again, it's to do with certain things that you've had in your past, like a long time ago. You know, look, so this is what, something that has been on your mind in absolute ages, my gorgeous Piscelini. So this is going to be a great turning point, because someone is going to trigger this, you know, in both of you. So it's like either a family member or it's either a very, very old friend. Somehow you're both going to realize that there is something major missing in your life. Okay, but both of you have been thinking about it for a very long time. It's not like this is the first time that you're going to realize this, but only now you will both realize that how imminent this is in order for you to actually get the most out of your life. You know, slowly you're going to realize there are so many different aspects of your lives right now has come to an end, and you will realize this few days later, an important message. A few days later, an important message, my gorgeous Piscelini. You're both going to have, you and your partner, and this message is going to put you in such a good mood, because this message is going to be really positive about your finances, about some kind of a progress. And now you're going to realize now it's time to do something about this inspiration you've both absolutely had. Brilliant. So now, my gorgeous Piscelini, I'm just going to see what's going to happen to those of you who are single and ready to mingle. Let's see, my gorgeous Pisces, what is going to happen to those of you who are single and ready? Oh my God. Sorry, darling. Look at this. Oh my God. Listen, there is going to be somebody who is who you are going to come across this month. Okay, my gorgeous Pisces, and I'm not being funny, but that person is going to be very attractive. That person is going to be gorgeous. That person is going to be amazing. But seriously, you know, it is not going to be a good person for you whatsoever. It is some kind of temptation. I'm sorry, my gorgeous Pisces, but you're going to need to be strong, okay? And I feel like this is going to happen within the first, like about, in between the 1st and the 19th of October. In between the 1st and the 19th of October, you are going to have this person, you are going to have this person who's going to come forward. The person is going to be gorgeous, very attractive, blah, blah, blah. But I'm afraid you need to stay away from this because, you know, this is just a temptation. It's going to be a temptation, I'm sorry, but because the person is going to be gorgeous and I need you to be strong here. I think you're going to find it very difficult to kind of resist, you know. But that's the point, I suppose. You know, you need to be smart because on one hand, that person is going to seem, who you're going to meet, that person is going to seem so attractive, so gorgeous, so clever, so intelligent, so smart, blah, 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 you name it. But on another hand, this person is not a good person, and this person is hiding a really big part of themselves from you. This person is probably in a relationship with somebody else. And this person will be lying to you for ages, like, oh, you know, like that they're not in relationship. And then when you would like really love this person later on, God forbid, and you would realize, and then it would be very hard for you. You would find this heartbreaking. So I'm sorry, you just need to avoid this first person that you're going to come across within the first 19th days of October, you know. And in between the 19th of October and the end of that month, look, you are going to have this idea and realization how you want to go somewhere. Some kind of realization is going to come to you. And I strongly feel it's going to be like the place where you haven't been in absolute ages, or it's going to be some kind of a place where you've never been before. And once you go to that place, you will realize that it's time to move on with your life. Something is going to happen. You will socialize. You will have a great time. Something really positive is going to happen in terms of socialization. I think that you're going to get lots of like, hello, darling. Lots of people are going to notice you. You're going to get lots of attention. And I think that you're going to love this so, so, so much. And that in itself, it's really going to open your eyes. It is a very important experience you are going to have in between the 19th of October and the end of that month. That experience is going to come to you through socialization. You will be enjoying yourself, my gorgeous Pisces, but you're also going to open your eyes and you're going to realize what's missing in your life. At that moment in time, something is going to beautifully change and you're going to start enjoying yourself. Within the next couple of months, you are going to meet somebody so beautiful, so gorgeous, so beautiful. But for now, you just need to enjoy yourself as much as you can, my gorgeous Pisces. Now it's time. The reason why I think bracelet jasper is so powerful purely because of its ability to instantly, and I mean that, instantly awaken you. Why? Because when you wear this absolutely stunning and ever so powerful crystal, when you wear this, it helps you to reconnect with yourself. And that in itself, helps you to see not what you necessarily don't see or what you necessarily don't know, but it helps you to be honest with yourself with things that you need to do in life in order to get where you want to get. Because every now and then in life, we do tend to kind of stumble upon, things. We tend to, deal with certain problems and certain things in life that can naturally slow us down. But sometimes it really depends on this level of problems we actually have, how productive we are going to be. Because what we need to to remember in this life, we need to keep going, we need to keep moving forward. We need to keep on being productive. We need to keep on being creative. And this is so important when it comes to our essence, when it comes to our spirit, when it comes to our souls. And sometimes people just kind of give in. Sometimes people give in, and this is why this powerful pendant, a bracelet jasper, it's playing a really big role when it comes to all these, my gorgeous people. And that's why I'm saying that it has got a power to actually awaken you immediately, and to do in life what you need to do, to follow your own path, to follow your own passion. This in itself, it's important even when it comes to like this powerful pendant being able to re-energize you instantly. It's fantastic when it comes to strength, when it comes to confidence, when it comes to vitality. It's absolutely brilliant when it comes to protection in general, because it's also rather powerful when it comes to absorbing negative energies in general. And this is and it's especially brilliant when it comes to, like, for example, you maybe being surrounded by the certain people that are very negative, that are very down, that are kind of draining energy, in general. So this is why it's brilliant, in particular when it comes to the specific people or even specific situations, in life, just draining your energy so much. Because when our energy is drained, then we do not kind of respond to some really important situations in life the way we should respond to, and this is why, because we tend to hold back a really important aspect of ourselves. And that's why this bracelet jasper, it's so brilliant. So because it helps you to kind of get your own essence out there, to be such a more powerful spirit in general, by not holding yourself back, in this life, on this journey. So this in itself, it's also remarkable, to where, when it comes to you maybe finding yourself on a certain crossroads in life, okay? But also when it comes to you just needing something, to kind of be more decisive as well at the same time. So this is why I get so excited about bracelet jasper, because it's got just so many benefits that are ever so important for like a wide variety of people. I absolutely love it. And look how beautiful it is. It's absolutely gorgeous. I really hope that you can see how beautiful this pendant actually is. This red color, it's absolutely out of this world. And I can tell you, my gorgeous people, just by holding this like this, already I feel like, I'm really kind of opening up spiritually. I can literally feel the energy re-energize me, like literally instantly. And this is why it's so important, to have this pendant. And the more you kind of wear this, the more intuitive you're going to become. And this is why I absolutely love this gorgeous pendant, and I really hope you are going to realize how beneficial this is actually going to be for your life in general, or maybe for those people in your life who mean to you the most, who you would like to maybe buy or get this pendant for example. This gorgeous pendant comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this pendant, my gorgeous people, is going to be as usual in the description below. I'm also going to pin the actual link on top of the comments section. But yes, so this is what I really highly recommend you to get. If you need something to re-energize you a little bit, if you need something to pick you up like almost instantly, then I strongly suggest you, my gorgeous people, to get something like Crazy Lace Agate, which is absolutely perfect when it comes to promoting an instant happiness, when it comes to promoting vitality, and when it comes to grounding as well. This is absolutely like a perfect combination of things that are so necessary when it comes to our balance in general. Because at the same time, when you feel like really negative, when you feel really down, when you feel really sad, when you feel really spaced out, I mean, this life can be very, very difficult sometimes. I completely understand. But the problem is when we are dealing with certain things in life, then certain things have got like a negative impact on us. And our energy is like taken away from us without us even realizing. Sometimes we are so energized, sometimes we have so many ideas, sometimes we are so keen to do things, and sometimes we are complete opposite. When sometimes we are down, sometimes we are negative. So, Crazy Lace Agate, it's absolutely perfect, specifically when it comes to us not feeling good, when it comes to us not feeling right. Especially when this has been caused by the certain, situations in our life, which is absolutely natural, absolutely normal. But we need to get on with our lives. We need to get on with our lives. So this is why Crazy Lace Agate, it's absolutely brilliant, because it's instantly, and I mean instantly, going to pick you up. It's not only about happiness, it's not only about vitality, but it's about this energy that instantly like kind of picks you up so you can get on with your life. You know how precious this crystal is. Very, very powerful indeed. This Crazy Lace Agate comes with sterling silver chain, okay? And the link to buy this is going to be above, or it's going to be within the description, in the description below, or you can simply go and see it's going to be pinned on top of the comments as well, where you can buy this gorgeous and ever so powerful pendant, Crazy Lace Agate. You see, lots of people don't realize how powerful blue topaz actually is, especially when it comes to activating your third psychic eye. Yes, lots of people do not realize how significant and how powerful blue topaz actually is, because once we activate our third psychic eye, we start to understand things we never understood before. We kind of elevate ourselves both spiritually and mentally as well. This in itself, it's ever so important when it comes to understanding so much about ourselves in general, understanding so much about this life in general. It really helps you to go through and to go forward in life with a completely kind of deeper, with a completely different understanding, much deeper, much more spiritual, much more serene when it comes to things that have been kind of bringing you down, when it comes to things that have been scaring you, when it comes to things that have been draining your energy in general. All this stops when you wear blue topaz. Why? Because you see things differently, and because it activates your third psychic eye. You elevate yourself to the point where you see literally every single aspect in your life in a completely different light. So why is this so important? Well, it's important when it comes to you progressing in life and making the most out of life, but it's also ever so important when it comes to you protecting your precious energy. It helps you to protect your precious energy as well, and this is why it's so significant. I mean, look at this. absolutely stunning, my gorgeous people. And this is a handmade sterling silver bracelet, okay, handmade sterling silver gate bracelet. It's 7.5 inches long and it's 10 millimeter wide, so that is quite wide. And of course this is like a really high quality blue topaz crystalline, and this is something that I would highly recommend you to wear, my gorgeous people. And blue topaz also allow you to channel your inner wisdom and find a perfect pathway to successful opportunities, you know. And to be quite honest with you, like anyone who wears this will embrace will embrace their authentic self and trust, you know, you will trust your own power, and you will most certainly, you know, do things in life that are gonna bring you success in general. You know, you tend to make the right decisions when you wear these powerful crystals. So whether these decisions are like when it comes to your life in general, when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to your success, when it comes to your career, when it comes to money, you know, it does help you quite a lot, you know, to make the right decision, because it grounds you. It grounds you in a really specific way. Can you imagine how powerful this crystal is when on one hand it activates your third psychic eye, therefore you elevate, you become so spiritual like never before. But then on another hand, it's also very powerful when it comes to grounding at the same time, when it comes to you recentering yourself at the same time. And this is why, because you don't worry about things that you shouldn't be worrying about. And very often as well, people don't realize how draining this is on our overall energy, you know, and we are not able to get in our life, you know, to the certain stage, you know, as quick as we actually could. So it really is ever so important when it comes to you realigning yourself like instantly as soon as you put this on, my gorgeous people. I really highly suggest you to get this beautiful blue topaz handmade bracelet for yourself, or you can buy it for somebody else. If you think that somebody else can benefit from it, you know, why wouldn't you buy it for them? It's absolutely beautiful. And the link to buy this gorgeous bracelet, my gorgeous people, it's going to be in the description below, or it's going to be, or I'm also going to pin the actual link on top of the comment section as well. But it is a rather beautiful bracelet, and of course I only have few of these in stock now.